Hey there, let's talk about how you solve a question like this, where it's talking about a cannon firing a projectile at that speed to that distance, and it's asking how long will it take to get there. More specifically, it's asking how many minutes will it take for that projectile to arrive. So that cannon shell, we're going to be calculating how many minutes it takes to get there. So the first thing I do is look at what it's asking for, and I write this down, equals blank number of minutes. Okay, what's really important with these is it's important to avoid getting overwhelmed by all the words here. So we got to break it down piece by piece to take a big thing and make it manageable. And the first thing to do is, of course, look at what it's asking for. So there we are. We've looked at what it's asking for. Next, we have to figure out how we get from the units we're given of meters per second and miles to this. Okay, well, nothing contains minutes. So how are we going to deal with that? Well, we need to take something in these units and turn it into minutes. We need a bridge from the units to the minutes. So I see seconds here. We need a bridge from seconds to minutes. So I'm going to have to include in here a conversion from seconds to minutes. And since I have minutes in my final answer, I'm going to put that conversion factor right here. Minutes and seconds. So a conversion factor from seconds to minutes right there. That way I can have minutes in the final answer. Okay, well, now that I've got seconds, that allows me to bring this in, meters per second. So meters per second. Okay, now I've got the ability to cancel out seconds. Okay, cool. I've used this unit. Next, I need to figure out a way to use this unit. So it's miles as a distance unit, and somehow I've got to use miles to cancel out meters. Oh boy. So I have to come up with a plan. How do I use miles to cancel out meters? So let's see, what do I do with miles? Well, the reference sheet tells me how many miles are in a kilometer or how many kilometers are in a mile. So, okay, I can go from miles to kilometers. That's on the reference sheet. You'll be given this on the exam. Can also then go from kilometers to meters, which is what's right here. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we'll do that. So I'm going to work backwards, building the set of conversion factors. So I need to get from meters to kilometers, and then from kilometers back to miles. Okay, so from meters, I'm going to get to kilometers, and then from kilometers, I'll get back to miles. Okay, so this little thing was here, and this little thing was here. And now that I've got miles in there, I can put in the 94 miles that was right here. Done. And this is just repeating the same thing, so I'm not paying attention to this. Okay, it says it's going 94 miles, so how long is it going to take to get to its target that's 94 miles away? It's just repeating the same information. That's why I'm ignoring this number here. Okay, so basically I've used both of these, and miles cancels miles, kilometers cancels kilometers, meters cancels meters, seconds cancels seconds to give me minutes in the final answer. Cool, now I can plug in the numbers, and that I will do with, see, 1 mile is approximately 1.61 kilometers. That's out of your reference sheet. 1 kilometer is exactly 1,000 meters. That you should know. You should also note that's infinite significant figures. It's a definition. Meters per second. That's here. So 2,140 meters. So 2,140 meters per 1 second. So that means in every second, that's how many meters it travels. So in every second, that's how many meters it travels. Okay, finally, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. All right, cool. So let's see, this times that, divided by that, divided by that. Great, let's do it on the calculator. Clear, and 94 times 1.61 times 1,000 divided by 2,140 divided by 60 gives me that for final answer. I'll just write the raw calculator output first. 1.178660436. Okay. But I need to round that to correct significant figures for the final answer. So that's infinite sig figs. 3 significant figures. That's not significant because it doesn't have a decimal point. Infinite significant figures. 3 significant figures because this was rounded for your convenience. Whenever you go between 2 measuring systems, it's never a nice round number. And typically when it's not a nice round number, it's not a definition the way like this would be, for example. But that's all moot because here, just 2 significant figures, well, this one decides that your final answer will also have only 2 significant figures and be rounded to 1.2 minutes. Okay, box the answer, and let's just step back a moment to consider this math we just did. Does it make sense? Okay, a cannonball or cannon shell travels extremely fast and travels 94 miles. Yeah, well, that's about the same as going from from here to San Diego in just over a minute. That's pretty fast, but then again, when you're going even faster than the typical speeding bullet, that sounds about right. So there it is. That's how you handle it.